I know you hate isekais. You have to constantly keep recommending them. 30k right now, untaxed, and you got to recommend them man for a year.
You doing it?
1 year only.
Oh, yo, no. No. Hey, guys. Have you heard about this anime? I promise you, it's a great watch. I swear to you. And it's only 12 episodes as well. You definitely got to watch it, man.
Hey,
I recommended that to you. Now we're in. Anime Freshmen Podcast. This is episode
139.
Thank you so much for that. Consistency is the key. Is what they say. If you don't stay in the game, you can't win. You know what I mean? I was supposed to come up with a third saying because things work in threes, but
here we are, man.
Yeah,
there's imperfections in life, man. That's what makes it beautiful.
That is what it is.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we're still here. A lot of podcasts can't say that. It's been God knows how long.
Thank God for everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue to sing our accolades, or even scream them, should I say?
100.
Because if you don't give yourself flowers, then who will? Do you know what I mean? But speaking of podcasts and whatnot, another episode. We're here with some special guests.
We're in good company today.
We're in esteemed company. So I've been told.
Thank you.
Don't gas it too much.
You got a man choosing us.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always a good thing when you got like guests on, but it's a great thing when you got knowledgeable guests on. It's an even greater thing you got knowledgeable guests with personality. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Let's click it up for the NEN Tell podcast.
Thank you. I'm joining in because I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it. I want to be part of
it. Guys, introduce yourselves. Tell us the thing.
My name's ICAs, one half of the NEN Tell podcast, content creator extraordinaire. We do it all. On this side. Yeah. And I'm here with my brother.
Jay Sams, other half of the NEN Tell, if you can tell anyways. Yeah, man, obviously I'm just with my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, we be talking anime on a regular basis. We said let's bring it to the people. Let's make it a nice little cozy thing with Amanda and that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
I think for us, because obviously we're streamers as well, it started off, let's just try it on stream and see what happens. And I think that was like the USP of NEN Tell, it being live. So as much as we be talking anime, we actually talk to chat at the same time, and we include some of the foolishness that they say.
Literally, chat just as bad as us.
Oh, no, some of you guys in chat. Some of you guys in chat.
Chat is scary sometimes.
Shout out to chat though.
We got the chat.
Yeah. Come on.
So guys, we're here with another one. I figured let's... Do you know what? Let me not even claim credit for this one because I don't really know if I came up with this idea or not. I'm pretty sure I wrote this at some point, but I don't remember where I put this.
If it came from the head top, bro, that's yours, man.
But myself and PZen, we're having a little chit chat as we do, saying let's talk about anime from the eras. So figured it makes sense to just go through that. Let's see what we can come up with. I'm gonna start basically. I came up on Dragon Ball Z. I came up on Pokemon, the original series. I came up on Beyblade, Yu-Gi-Oh, that kind of vibe there. So what I know to be nostalgic and what I know to be the greatest of all time, probably influenced by them kind of times there. For you guys, what were you saying?
Do you know what? Pretty much the same, but I didn't actually deep Beyblade and Pokemon. I didn't actually know they were animes per se. My first ever anime that I watched that I knew I was watching anime, an actual Japanese, I knew this was anime. It must have been one called Escryed. This is a 2000s, early 2000s anime. I used to read the manga for it. And then I used to go to the library every summer actually. And then I read the manga. Then I was like, oh, it's on demand on the TV service at the time. And from there, Escryed and then Death Note, and then
of course.
Eureka 7 and then Air Gear, which is one of my all-time favourites.
I think we talk about that. I need to load it at some point, man.
That's just one of the best, man.
I'll add it to my list.
But that list is going to keep getting longer and longer, people.
Tradition, that's what it's part of, man. I think for me, even, it was kind of the same thing. We started with, a Pokemon, like a Yu-Gi-Oh here and there. I think even Bakugan and stuff like that. And then,
I still love
Battle
Bakugan.
Brawlers.
you know what I'm saying? But the thing
What
was
you
like,
know about the Battle Brawlers?
Bro.
Wait, did you man have the toys?
No, do you know
I
what?
had-
Yeah, you had
I
to.
was just to battle my brother with the things. It was
Yeah.
cold. It was cold.
that was confusing
had
though because I
Beyblade
feel like
still, that was my
yeah,
thing.
Beyblade,
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh,
Beyblade's the
Bakugan,
one
but I didn't
still.
understand what I was even, you know what I'm saying? Like these guys were doing my
Just
calculation in their head with the life points. I was just smacking cards hoping for the best ones. That's what it
Can't
was.
lie,
man.
yeah. With Beyblade, with Yu-Gi-Oh, me and my brother had multiple decks.
Yeah.
I played him about more than 200 times. I beat him once.
No.
I beat him one time.
Oh, he's like that.
He's like, no, I was just meaty. That's all it was. I was just
Yeah.
whack. I was just whack. But yeah, I was locked in on Yu-Gi-Oh.
Papa.
Oh.
But it was one of those things that I feel like back in the day, there was certain anime, even though people used to take the piss out of you for like an anime, this, that, there was certain anime you could kind of get away with.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball, I feel
Dragon
like
Ball,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
yeah.
Universal. Like
Yeah.
Hoodman are watching Dragon Ball with man. Like man from the ends are watching Dragon Ball with man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, yeah, you see Goku, you see. I'm like, yeah, man.
See, they vibe with it. That's
There's
what
a
it is, isn't
couple
it?
of things that can run with the hood guys, you know. DBZ is one of them.
Yeah.
I feel like low
Blue
key.
Lock.
Blue Lock? You reckon Blue Lock
think
run with
now,
the hood,
Blue
man?
Lock, bro. I see a couple of man from they're messing with Blue
Yeah,
Lock, bro.
with it,
They're
yeah.
messing with Blue Lock.
I know My Hero gets a bit of love over there sometimes.
You're also
Yeah.
forgetting about these guys right here.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, no,
Naruto.
Naruto,
Yeah, but you know what?
yeah,
Naruto's
yeah.
for all black people.
Yeah,
Straight up, like anytime you want to, like, you really want to get involved in stuff, like you want to go to like an MCM or something like that.
Yeah,
just
you
go
call
there.
that Katsuki jacket and
Yeah,
that.
you're there.
Literally.
You're
Because it's
there.
girly. I think it has to be top 3 girliest anime drip.
Yeah.
The Katsuki cloak.
Bleach has to be
People
up
coming
there.
through with
Yeah,
the
it's up
Katsuki
there.
puffers
Yeah.
and that. It's easy, bro.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, to be honest, I can't lie to you. It's not. It don't take effort, but like it does what it needs to do. innit?
Literally, it's
it
simple,
does
bro.
what it needs to do.
It's
So
the statement pieces.
It is, man.
Literally.
speaking of them things there, like I'm thinking to myself, do you know what it is? Obviously, like coming up on them times there, like I'm now thinking to myself, am I a nostalgia merchant? Because like when you first watch something, right? It sticks with you in a way that stuff like later on, like now if I watch anime or whatever, I'm watching it with a bit more of a critical eye. Whereas them times there, I was just screaming along with Goku when he was trying. I was kind of.
But
do you
then
get what I mean?
you were a kid as well.
Do you get it? So
But as a kid, it's a kind of a thing where you stick something colourful in front of a kid, their eyes are glued to it.
They're gonna like
Me and my younger brother, we grew up watching something called, show my age, Tenchi Muyo. And that was when I didn't know anime was anime. So I thought, oh, this is a cartoon. This is quite cold.
you got Ryoko.
Yeah, Ryoko. And it got to the stage where I got older and then I was properly introduced to anime through Naruto. And that's when I actually knew that I was actually watching Japanese animation.
yeah.
Because you can tell the difference between like Western cartoons and then
And
the
actual
Japanese
anime,
anime. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
mean, there's a couple of imitations, like
Yeah,
Shaolin Showdown.
couple of
Isn't that Western? But it's
I hear it. I
God,
feel like
that's
style wise,
really
you know what I'm saying? They
anime-ish
become
though.
Yeah, but I feel like anyone back in the day that didn't used to know it was anime. What would help is, you know, when back in the day, Cartoon Network would turn to Toonami.
There's
Used
a
to get-
difference.
used to
Yeah.
get the Naruto's, the Death Notes, the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhoods. That's when you can tell, alright, cool, I'm watching something different now.
Tsunami was cold.
Tsunami. Do you remember the mascot?
Yeah,
the mascot.
Do
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah. Do you know what I always remember? Like, you know, during like the ad breaks and whatever, they used to have that little like, what's the thing called now? Not even an anthem or whatever, but it's like Spaceman. Do you remember the thing?
Yeah.
I feel like I missed out on
Yeah, I think I remember.
He slapped the mic.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, I didn't have access to these channels, bro. I was there watching part 1, part 2 on YouTube. That's what I was doing.
That was the struggle times.
Yeah.
We had to.
The crink was cropped. I'm struggling to read the. Bro, back in the day, sometimes they used to do subtitles with the. They would have different font and color for different. It irritated me, bro.
Is that fan subs?
It had to have
The
been.
master
Was
bit.
that like Bleach times?
I never actually
you
watched
know-
Bleach, but I'm alright with it because I understand that there's. I've watched the vast majority of the top. Like,
He's got the
big
knowledge though.
three.
He's got the knowledge though.
But there's a certain ones I just never gave a try. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, cool. So we're in 2000s territory now.
Yeah.
Of the big three, so One Piece,
Yeah.
Bleach, Naruto. So you've not watched Bleach?
I haven't watched Bleach. That's the only one.
But One Piece and Naruto.
One Piece and Naruto, yeah.
You got to give him. You got to give 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Yeah, we got to give you some
I
credit.
mean, one of our own hasn't watched One Piece.
Yeah, but you know him though. He's a
But
weird.
then One Piece is like you got to allow. It's 1,000 like
long.
1,000
They've
episodes.
made
man.
it
If I ain't started,
do you know what the thing is, right? I want to say something about this.
Go
Yeah,
on.
we are a generation that lacks commitment, and it's a problem. Listen, I'm
it's
telling
true.
you right now. Yeah, our parents were in the same job for like 40 years, bro.
But they did that so we don't have to do that.
Those
They
10-mile
did.
walks that they used to do for us.
Word.
Listen,
So that we
I'm
could kick back and choose what we want to invest that
That's what
time
I'm
into,
saying.
bro.
I'm telling you now, listen, people are not even giving 12 episodes a whole, like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause that's where it's.
But
that's
we
where
do-
it's-
but then we do live in the TikTok
3 episodes
generation.
now. What are we
yeah.
talking about?
But we live in a TikTok generation now. Like people's attention spans are a lot shorter than
yeah.
they used to be
I
because
feel like-
everything is there for us now. Like remember when we used to watch anime? Like I remember I used to come home after school, wait for like 6 o'clock, and I used to watch. Was it Dragon Ball Z and then One Piece? And I used to, as soon as my mum would open the door, I would quickly turn the TV off and go do my homework. Do you know what I'm saying?
about to be it.
Kids nowadays don't have that. None of us have that. Everything is just online. If you want to watch it, it's there.
Online on demand. Just literally right
Yeah.
there.
Why would I put
Literally.
myself through 1,000 episodes?
And I feel like with
Willingly.
the early 2000s,
Willingly, no,
pacing
don't
was
say
different.
that.
No,
Like,
I,
listen,
look,
do you know
I love a One Piece, but man can't recommend it to no one.
I know
man.
people that started One Piece like very recently and they're enjoying the journey.
But are there
They're
people?
great-
Are
they're
there
great
people that have been
people.
watching anime or they new to it?
Been watching anime. Been watching
yeah,
anime.
yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah,
continue
yeah.
What
to
you're talking about, who I think you're talking about, we can't even really
cool.
use them as an example.
Yeah.
They're a professional watcher.
Yeah.
It's technically easy too.
Two
Yeah, MGK and Yoshida.
professional watchers.
She has to though. She ain't got a choice. She looked good, like.
Professional. All right, so a professional watcher and under duress. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
One Piece viewers are like they're like a cult. You tell them, I wonder what to watch. I want to start anime. I want to get into it. They're right there. Watch One Piece. Watch.
No, but do you know the
DJ.
maddest thing about it, right? Is that I remember there was a period of time, and I'm sure every anime watcher has been through this, where I was like, you know what? I just want something I can binge watch.
Yeah.
And like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that is binge watch material. Like,
Yeah,
there's,
but I feel like
there's so much
1,000
of it that you
episodes.
can't can't binge watch it,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and not fit. Like, do you get what I'm saying? You're not gonna finish that. So there's always going to be something for you that's always going to satiate the appetite. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want a little no.
Yeah.
The plate is there.
Something to chop. Something to chop.
One Piece is the anime version of the rice in the fridge.
It's always gonna be.
It's always
something
gonna be
bro.
there.
Always.
Always gonna be there.
And listen, this is what I'm saying to you, right? When we were younger, there's a lot of us who didn't really appreciate the fact that there was rice in the fridge. You know what I mean? I'll be so odd, like, you know,
There's
you're
rice at
14,
home.
I don't want to write like.
I want it
let me
now,
get-
man.
Give me
let
McDonald's.
get a nugget. I want some McDonald's. So on, so all of this thing. Now, at my big age now, every time I open
Appreciate
the fridge
it.
and I see a rice in the fridge.
Appreciate it.
Do you know? Oh, thank you.
That's maturity.
Lord.
That's maturity.
Listen,
That's growth.
I promise you. Listen, if I ever open my fridge and there's no rice in there, violins start playing. Here. Down like it's so. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't even need to. You don't need to just bang it in the microwave. Wherever
Easy.
you've got your
Quick
stew or your
stew,
whatever.
just-
You're good to go. Same thing with One Piece. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to really like.
I feel like a lot of it can be though with comparing 2000 anime to like current times. I feel like sometimes people get put off by aesthetics as well. How One Piece looks today and how it looked back then.
Two different things.
Yeah, it just depends on the person at the end of the day. Obviously.
Let's talk about this because there's like if we're starting from the 90s, right?
Yeah.
And the things that we were watching there, I don't think that you can set like okay, I hear what you're saying about One Piece, but I just don't feel like other anime get those same kind of criticisms.
It's because it's
Other
the biggest.
anime will get grace. Like people
Yeah.
might go and watch the original Hunter x Hunter, for example.
I watched that.
wanna
I actually
watch
first
that
watched
one.
the original.
I like the aesthetic.
I liked it. Most be like certain people actually like the 90s animation. Like
Fist
I
of
love
the
it.
North Star people
Yeah.
probably
That's
go
getting
and
a
watch.
remake, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
That's getting a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sayuki Reload, the Cowboy Bebops of the world.
Cowboy
Yeah,
Bebop,
exactly.
like, and you know what? Some of them, I feel like people are a bit. You know what? We're gonna talk about this, but like,
Yeah.
I do feel people are being bamboozled by like, you know, pretty pictures.
They
and
are, bro.
So on and so forth. Because Cowboy Bebop, if you look at it, is really, really well drawn, really well animated. Like,
I feel like a lot of the early stuff was quality, bro.
It was artistic.
Yeah.
It was.
And it is.
So
It
much
is.
detail, you know what I'm saying? So much character.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, I don't mind the new look, but everything's too shiny, it's too clean.
Do you know what it is? You know what ruined us? People don't even know about this Technicolor. You don't even know. You know, remember like old school videos? They say now in Technicolor.
Yeah.
What's
You
you
don't
got
even,
that?
that's before our era, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you ever seen a VHS, yeah, man, to say like, yeah, now in Technicolor, like this is what this is
Yep.
that version of that. Like now we've got like, you know, I don't know what you want to. I don't know what you want to call these colors now. You want to call this what vivid color or something?
Yeah.
But do you get what I'm saying? Because like when you like the perfect example of this, right? Demon Slayer.
Okay.
It's like the visuals pop so much, right? That you don't even think about anything else that's going on the screen. Like you don't think about what's going on the screen. It's just wow.
I mean,
This looks
I
great.
genuinely do enjoy Demon Slayer for maybe not the story, but for the character moments. That's what I'm there for. The visuals are amazing. Okay. Oh, let me just very quickly. A lot of people make the argument of if Demon Slayer didn't have all the fiery, you know, animation with the elemental attacks, they wouldn't watch it. I still would. I'll still watch it because I genuinely like the characters. I genuinely like the characters and the arcs they go through. That's how I am, anyways. Visuals are cool, but it's not gonna last. There's a lot of decent anime you get, but people big out just because it looks amazing. But when they get into it, they're like, it's alright. You know what I'm saying? Ninja Kami, I don't know what happened with you, but you know what I'm saying?
Started
Like,
off
fell off.
great, fell off. Won an award though, Crunchyroll Awards.
it did actually.
Won a little
That's my
something.
point.
Best original story and that.
Crunchyroll and but please sponsor us, Crunchyroll. Though. We can talk about stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like, but then that goes to show it's a whole new conversation of how powerful animation is. Because it's like two ends of the spectrum. It can either be so powerful that people don't even care too much about the contents. I'm not going to sit here and delve into how this is the plot hole. This looks good. Then you got the people that are like, it's too much, man. Give me the old stuff. Give me the Black Lagoon, the Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, give me the Samurai Champloo's. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Give me that. So I'm saying, so give me something that has a bit more depth to it, not just pretty.
I feel like with the early 2000s as well, I feel like they like to take their time with their story as well. Like I started watching Yu Hakusho not too long ago for the first time. And
Yu
they really
Hakusho.
just, bro, with like those first like good like 10 episodes, brother was still dead, bro. Like we hadn't even got into the thick of the plot.
Yeah.
But it was fun to just understand his character and go, they couldn't do that today. People would lose attention.
Yeah, the attention span is really just.
Shame, bro.
But then that's why I like, you see how you were saying, like, obviously going back to what you were saying with One Piece always being there. Like, with rotation of what I'm watching, I like to have, like, a couple weeklies, 12 episodes, and then I need to have, like, one hefty one, like one big one, like a One Piece or like a Inuyasha just in the background.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just want to load up something old and,
Yeah.
you know, just remember where you were when you first watched it. Do you know what I mean? Something like
So
maybe like the sitcom equivalent of an anime.
I don't know of Gintama. That's
Yeah.
that's
I
my
need to
background
go
We
one.
don't have room we don't have room for that kind of stuff anymore, though.
We
It's
do
like,
though. It's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you
Because
to
obviously, as we all have anime show here in it, so there's a certain like we gotta stay up to date with certain things, so we can talk about what's going on. But sometimes, like I actually saying, have like those three that you're locked in with that's current, and then have 1, 2 once it's like, okay, I've been meaning to watch this. Let me just. But again, hey, adulting life is.
Yeah, but to end your point that you said that we don't have time for that anymore. Do you mean that studios don't have time to make those long running ones anymore, or that?
No, we don't have room for it. Yeah, we don't have room for it. As in, like, there's number one, not a demand for it, and number two, there's not the like attention span and that kind of stuff there. And the way that you put anime and stuff out now, even TV shows and stuff is the same thing. Like, it's very, very different, like, to what you were doing back then, where you could have a super long running TV shows. I don't remember the last time that, like, for example, a soap opera or something launched. Anything that's still going is going because it launched timely.
yeah,
It just happens to be. You couldn't get a new EastEnders now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You couldn't get a new Coronation Street or whatever it is that's going on, or Brookside, or I'm just like going through Holby City and
Hollyoaks.
Hollyoaks,
The OGs.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Nowadays,
I know what you mean, because kind of like loop it back to anime. I know that One Piece is still ongoing, and that started in the 90s, and also Detective Conan is still ongoing. Again, started in the 90s. They tried to make Black Clover long running, and now it's on the hiatus indefinitely.
You see what I mean?
It's tough. There's a lot of stress for studios and that. Again, and I feel like it is the like we were saying before about the quality. There's high standards that they've got.
I will say though, a lot of people are sleeping on Black Clover.
Yeah.
Black Clover, that last couple months, week to week, banger. For like 4 months straight, bangers after bangers, every single episode in that last arc. Hey man,
I've been told that the manga is really, really good.
It's a really good. I think a lot of people didn't like obviously my man because he's a shouter, the shonen shouter. You know, he could get annoying. Don't get me wrong. And there were some like dips in animation when it first started, but they picked themselves back up and they cooked. They cooked heavy.
I feel like people are a bit spoiled now when it comes to animation and that, because a lot of people were complaining about the Uzumaki animation, about even Satamoto days. People complaining. I watched it. I was like, what are
really
people? What is?
You know what
I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be some things that are a bit shaky, but bro, it's not that deep.
I think a lot of people nowadays, they start delving into, and I think this is probably just where we've gotten to as a result of like, you know, the way things have gone, you know, in terms of like how much animation has improved and the way visuals have improved and stuff. Now people start looking into the minutiae of stuff.
People pause things just to see a character contorted.
This smears and stuff is not supposed to be perfect every single frame. Like, that's how animation works, isn't it?
What was it? Was it Super?
Yeah, Super had its issues.
Remember we paused the Super frames are mad.
But to get, do you know what? But this is the thing, right? I'll say this. I'll honestly say this, right? My first watch, I watched Super through twice.
Yeah.
My first time watching it through, I didn't actually notice anything. I was just watching to watch. Do you get what I mean? And then I see people online and they're like, right, and they're pointing out specific frames and I was like, right, do you know what? This frame looks mad. I'm going back and now that's all I can see.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not really.
You got to feel sorry for the animators though, because they're basically putting hours into like their art and their
They
craft.
didn't put hours into that one.
Oof.
They didn't. Let's be honest.
But we know how it be with the crunching of that TV. These ones don't have time, bro. Who was it? What was it?
Was it Mappa we were thinking about, or
Mappa? They
them man trying to see their use and that. You seen those RDC World skits?
Yeah,
bro, we be laughing, but it's peak.
It is peak. It's a continued
mad.
issue. And Mappa just back to back. They've got their hands on everything,
and
bro.
they've done everything to the highest standard.
Yeah,
but like you were saying, we're spoiled.
Modern slavery, then Mappa.
Bro.
We live in a super critical like generation as well, that you'll put art out there and there'll be someone that will basically drag it through the mud like it's the worst thing they've ever seen.
Yeah,
100%. But I feel like there will always be that. There will always be the negative person out there. I feel like nowadays it's just because we have socials and stuff like that. You see it a lot more. Like obviously we have to have socials because obviously we're in this industry and whatnot. And the way I see certain people, like I might not check my phone and I might like binge an anime and then obviously I check my phone and I unmute certain words of maybe let's say windbreakers. I unmute the words and all of a sudden I'm seeing people be so critical. I'm like, I enjoyed that. I feel like certain things, you know, when they make that joke, oh, this anime is so good when you have no one in your ear talking rubbish. You're not going to notice that. You're just going to enjoy it for real. There's always those people that are just negative Nellies just for no reason.
Sometimes you just gotta chat to the man, then, bro. It's not all day. Like I don't always involve myself in certain communities because they will like take away from the thing. Like I know My Hero, a lot of people don't vibe with it because they don't like the
main character. Maybe
not even the show, bro. Like they like the show, but they don't like the fan base.
Oh,
And I'm like, you gotta separate it.
Yeah,
you gotta separate it.
I mean, like, so I feel like sometimes you can separate art from the person or the community. Like you can separate it. Well, it depends, innit? Because obviously,
you know what? With fan bases, though.
Wait, sorry, I just jump in. There's one fan base that I hate.
Yeah.
Like, all the fan bases, I'm pretty neutral. But the one fan base I actually hate is the Jujutsu Kaisen fan base that are spoiling. I read the manga, like the source material from like cover to cover. But they would every single week a new thing will come out. They'll spoil it instantly. Like, guys, calm down, relax.
I mean, the fan bases though, it's not. Do you know this is the sad thing about it is that like obviously the fan base and like whatever content that they're a fan base of, or whatever property they're a fan base of, right? It's just unfortunate that like you find people who are really
Passionate?
really passionate. Do you get what I mean? And it's passionate to a problematic level. I hope that the Dorosexuals don't become like that.
By the way, this is Joe's official word for Dorohedoro fans.
I heard. I was like, I've never
I
heard that,
genuinely
bro.
thought they were called Dorosexuals, but I'm running it anyway.
But if they were, who was coming up with that though? Like, I don't even see how that works.
Well, that's what I'm calling it.
I'm still waiting for someone to say that's what it was,
Yeah.
because otherwise it was you.
Otherwise, do you know? I swear to you, I heard this somewhere.
He's gonna dig out a tweet somewhere.
Somewhere. But like,
Post.
whatever the case is, I'm with it anyway. You know, shout out to the Dorosexuals. Man. But yeah, simply put, there's too many. There's like. You get that with different fan bases, isn't it? Where there's just them people who are just a bit too.
It's scary though, man. I see some stuff online. Yeah. I see a man say, "Oh, I didn't think this episode of Vinland Saga was all that." Man, I'm cussing someone's mum. What do you mean?
It's not that.
But the thing is, I understand where it comes from, but just because I understand it, don't make it right. It's like we watch a lot of us. Like life is hard.
Yeah.
A lot of us use anime as a way to escape. We connect to it when there was no one there for us. There was Hunter x Hunter. There was Fullmetal Alchemist. So if someone's saying they didn't like it, just say their opinion. I can understand why you might feel hurt because you have an emotional attachment. I can understand. But bro, like I don't know you. I don't even know you exist. Why are you now cussing my mother because I didn't like one frame in an anime? Like,
Literally,
it's
man.
weird, man.
It's too much, man.
It's sickening.
Same thing. Do you know? It's the same thing with like gaming. Like, I remember. There was a
Gaming's a mess right now.
Start.
Past few
playing
years.
online. Someone came in my DMs talking about like the way that you play is so scummy, so on and so forth. I hate guys like you. I'm just there like, sir. Do I know you? You know, I'm like, ultimately, this is the same. Like, regardless of whether it's like a game or like, bro, this is just pixels on a screen.
Literally.
It's pixels on a screen. Let's not do all of that. You know, don't try and offer me out. I'm not gonna be there. You won't meet me. Like, it's just
Relax.
outside of that, though, let's talk about the GOAT conversation, because I think every era probably feels like it's got its candidates that really can jump into that convo. From the 90s, where do you see like the GOATs?
No,
from the
it's
2000s,
your
2010s?
Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. It's just Naruto,
The
Bleach, One
traditional
Piece,
big three.
Traditional big P, Dragon Ball Z. Like Dragon Ball Z, the dad. These lot are the three youths.
You know what? Let's talk about even the newer. Let's talk about the newer generations, right? Let's talk about like the 2010s and the 2020s. Do we see anything that could really be up there in terms of this is an all-timer?
My Hero is an all-timer.
I feel like it's too early.
That's
to
a
say
very
it.
My Hero
That's
is 7 seasons in.
That's a
is.
strong take.
My Hero is 7 seasons in, and they've been releasing bangers upon bangers upon bangers. One season was a bit slow because it's like training arc, but non-stop they've gone crazy.
I think we need to give it a few more years to see how it
7 seasons, bro.
Yeah, I know, but how it holds up, you know what I'm saying? 7 seasons, but it still feels like it's still within a short amount of time, innit?
When did it start? When did it start?
I think it was like 2016.
Oh, 9 years, bro.
It doesn't feel like it. Post COVID, post lockdown, those years are gone.
9 years is enough time for me to say this has solidified itself as maybe the new gen, one of the new gen big threes. Like, what can you compare to My Hero in this? Other than My Hero, Demon Slayer, JJK.
I think Attack on Titan is
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan's from the 10s.
From the 10s, but you're not really comparing anything to those four. You're not comparing anything to those four in regards to like it's the longevity, the quality, the way it's written. They've solidified themselves as like the new tier.
I mean,
big fours, I would say.
I think Attack on Titan 100% though.
Attack on Titan, I think is undisputable. It's like it's probably going down as like
legendary status,
top five of all time.
Like that's literally one of people's go-tos.
Top three, clear.
When it's like, do you want to get into anime? Attack on Titan is
like,
one of the
it's one of those ones.
First that comes out people's mouth.
This is anime, kind of.
But they want to go and say One Piece.
Oh, don't do that.
No, because don't
Do that.
I love it, bro. Was that what we were saying in regards to pacing? Attack on Titan's off rip. It's
you get what I'm saying?
it works for this generation.
You're
innit?
gonna suggest Attack on Titan rather than One Piece to someone.
I
first
would,
off.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But do you think I have it in my back pocket? As soon as I know I'm like,
He's saying One Piece.
One
right?
Piece. You activated
Bro, I
my
even
track
told
card.
them-
That's a trap card.
One Piece.
if you can't do the anime, live action's there.
Yeah.
Remake is soon coming.
I really mess with the live action, you know.
I actually really like it.
It was good, but I don't know, just something with it. I was just like, I don't know. That's just probably my preference.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, from the 10s, I'm surprised you haven't mentioned Sword Art because that's one of that's one of
Yeah,
yours.
do you know, I forget, but the
As
thing
an
is,
all-timer.
No, but it's one of yours.
As an
the thing is,
all-timer.
I'm looking at it
It's
objectively.
one of his.
It should be an all-timer,
It's
but
not.
it's not. It should be. It should be an all-timer.
It's the daddy of Isekai.
It's the daddy of Isekai,
Yeah.
gaming Isekai as well, and the story is so well written. Like after obviously maybe season 2, people said it fell off, but season 2 had like a real emotional kind of element to it. You've been trapped in a game for a year, and you're seeing like you're dealing with the trauma of that. Like they've like added a realistic element there. Obviously, you've still got your X, Y, and Z, Death Gun, and blah blah blah. But the season after that, they started cooking differently in the animation as well.
They cooked.
This guy- He's my guy, man. He's my guy. He knows, man.
Listen, if we're gonna do this
knows?
whole thing of like, oh, you were trapped in the game for a year, blah blah blah. And realistically speaking, we could say Digimon, when the Digidestin went to the digital world and they came back, they were gone for time as well. There was an emotional thing there. Wizardmon died.
Yeah, but did
Cory was
they
happy about it,
Wizard
blah,
they
blah,
really
blah.
dive
Wizard
into it?
Mon
though?
died and somebody dying in real life, bro. You're a pixel. Someone's actually dying.
No, Wizardmon died in the real world. He didn't die in the digital world.
Yeah,
bro.
but
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
yeah, It's like,
You know what?
when you-
It's so hard to have this conversation with Icy because we literally talked about this the other week where I was saying that the characters in Dragon Ball have so much trauma over dying. Even people in the world, Icy's like, it's minor, it's minor.
I
I'm
think
like,
they're
bro.
desensitized. The thing is, I think they're desensitized.
The main
to it.
characters, I will say yes.
Yeah, because
but the people in the
it's-
world.
But how many times has the world been destroyed? Remember, Kid Buu destroyed it.
Yeah.
And then they just come back again. They
Yeah,
didn't know they died.
Bro, how do you think that
They
messed
didn't know
with
they
people?
died. They didn't know they died.
Ah, man, they're still
The
messing
way Kid
people,
Buu did the
bro.
bad thing, do you think they're seeing the explosion? They just boom, poof, they're gone.
At least
I
with
mean,
like
you
got
might
characters
see
like
little, you know,
Gohan,
a young
Krillin.
mushroom.
No,
Evidently shown.
A
A
regular
young mushroom
human.
cloud or something. Or
A regular human, they step out their yard, boom, they're gone. They ain't remembering. And probably
Nah.
when they
The only humans that I feel sorry for were the ones that had to do with Cell. The ones that had to get chased down by
yeah,
Cell.
he
That
was
was
cooking,
scary.
He was cooking.
Nah, they could
Going
do
out
that,
that
bro.
way.
That's a villain. That's a villain, bro.
But the thing is, like, I know I can come back whenever. Man had a heart disease. He come back. Man was in Snake Way in heaven fighting with the Kais, training.
But Goku got a different mentality. He's different,
But
bro.
the fact that man can do that, I don't really care about death. I don't think really death is a thing in Dragon Ball Z. Like, you don't really care about death in Dragon Ball Z.
I feel it's just how the show portrays it. Because I know when I'm watching it, I'll be deep in it, bro. Especially in Super, I like that they focused at least one part before they get ready for the tournament. Like Krillin was literally fighting battles because he was like, I don't even know if I'm ready for the tournament because I want to die again, bro. I said fair, but I get where you're coming from. Though. Because like
I do
Goku
hear that, yeah.
and Vegeta,
A little bit of
like
depth
they
there.
don't care. They were like, I'll come back or I'll find a way to come back.
I will say as well, because Krillin has a daughter now.
Yeah.
Happy
man,
wife, happy
yeah.
life. Like, that's a
Yeah.
real... Small, they portrayed how, like, having something to live for is really good.
Yeah, see, that's what I said. Growth there.
Literally. I will say that I didn't even like, obviously I watched Super while I was playing Dragon Ball. I watched Super because I started Dragon Ball Fighters, the game, innit?
Oh yeah.
Good,
And-
solid game.
Yeah,
Solid game.
solid game. I didn't even deep that part of it. I hadn't even deep the whole
Yeah, it was like
Krillin,
a yeah.
didn't even deep
But
that part.
I will say as well, just like we're saying, like you didn't deep it. Same way with Sword Art Online, people don't really deep how deep
Yeah.
things get.
That's
But
what
sometimes
deeps.
when we watch something for the first time, we'll just take it face value.
Literally.
We've got to like reload it to really get.
Especially, and a lot of it, we watched a lot of these anime when we were like 4 or 5 years younger, you know?
Yeah.
Our brains constantly keep evolving.
Yeah.
Some of us are getting married, having kids. Some of us are really experiencing different things in life. So we're constantly maturing. You go back and you might watch that episode of Sword Art or some of these old anime. You're like, wow, this is deep.
Yeah, some things might hit you now that they didn't hit
Yeah.
before because you've been through stuff. innit?
Literally. And that's why, like, rewatching Bleach, some things I was like, raw, like, they
Like
cooked.
that.
They cooked on a deeper level here.
You reckon?
Yeah, man.
Bleach.
What you saying? It's
Very
Bleach too simple.
Bleach very
I don't know.
poetic.
Well, do you know what?
Bleach very poetic.
I'll say. I think I say what everyone says, really, innit? I assume this is what everyone says. Like, you know, the first arc was a very, very. I think the first arc was a very good arc, and going on from there, it's pretty much the same story over and over again, but just different locations, isn't it?
Basically, still cooked though.
Yeah.
No, like you're right. You're 100% right.
No,
But
like, you know,
they still did it well.
It gets to that point with any piece of media, though, innit? Like every story's been told. Now it's just how it's able to how they're able to switch certain things.
100%.
So-
But I mean, you know, like, it's like me. Do you know, like, imagine I'm an artist, right? And I'm making a music video, right? Or whatever, I'm making music. My album is 12 of the same song, right?
Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah.
I do a music video for each of the 12 songs, right? So each of the 12 songs is, damn, bitch, you so hot. Damn, bitch.
Why do you have American accent?
Alright, no, do that. Alright, fair enough. Let me do you get that. Right, swear down, man. Like, you know what I mean? But every tune is swear down.
Oh wait, remember when Chris Brown had those
More
three
time
songs that
coming
sounded
out,
exactly the
man.
same? Chris Brown had those three songs that sounded exactly the same
but
those
he's had
times.
other songs though. That's
True.
the point.
No, Chris Brown had that album
He's
that had
had
like 50 songs, and
A
they're all
lot of
the
them
same.
might have sound the same.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of artists that might make stuff and it sound the same. Something sound the same but it still bangs. Remember, look, Ashake, Praise Be Unto You. There's like two other songs that sound. The intro is basically the same thing,
I hear what you're
but it's
saying.
still a banger.
Don't get me wrong. I hear what you're saying. Like it's the same thing with Bleach. But what I'm saying to you is that like he's got other stuff. Bleach doesn't have other stuff.
You just want more variety, innit?
Ashaka's got organised.
5,000 Year Blood
He's got
War.
what?
1,000 Year Blood War.
Cooking right now.
1,000 Year Blood?
1,000 Year Blood War's cooking. 4 arcs. Man, them ain't up to date with that. Man, them don't rate it.
No, I'm up to date with this though.
But you don't
They
rate
just
it.
don't rate it.
I do.
But comparing it to the rest of the anime,
I
would
do.
you say that?
I think
But
1,000
you-
Year Blood War is a big step up.
Yeah.
This is the thing though. 1,000 Year Blood War is not the entirety of Bleach.
Yeah,
the
it's
entirety of Bleach is pretty much like, you know, the Soul Society arc, but replayed in different ways, isn't it?
But
yeah,
if we're being true.
for anime
Keep
that
it
was so like copy and paste, in your opinion, why do you think it? Obviously, it's the big three, but during the time of Crunchyroll, when Crunchyroll was like coming up, it was one of the anime that was watched constantly. It was always in the top 10 anime, even
Yeah.
though there was no new material in it.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that basically mean that the anime, despite the copy and
I
paste
don't think
aspect, is a
people
good
are paying
anime?
attention to it like that. at
But you
them
can't
times.
say
'Cause
millions of
this
people are paying
realization or whatever, this point that I've made there's not a point that I was clocking when I was watching Bleach. It's only like now that I'm going back and casting a critical eye over it. It's like, rah, actually, this arc is very similar to that arc. That arc is very similar to this arc. I want to see what happens with the Hell arc because I feel like like Taikube might just revert to type. Do you get what I mean? I don't know, but like, I couldn't have said that at the time that I was watching it. At the time that I was just trying to listen. At the time that I was watching Bleach, I was just on a junkie thing trying to watch Bleach. Because remember, like it was these times here when like we didn't have these websites that just list all of the anime and whatever. Like I had to, if any of you man remember VO Player, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's from way back.
That's old thing.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what you had to do was like download the episodes, and when you're downloading the episodes, certain points, right?
Yeah.
The episodes will split in three. So like one would be like one dub, like or one sub, and then the next sub would be like, you know, maybe in Spanish or something.
yeah. long, man.
And then the next one would just be raw. So now you're having to figure out Japanese context.
So wait, have you rewatched Bleach since when you first watched it like that then?
I have.
Like with your adult brain, have you rewatched it?
That's where it gets sticky, isn't it?
Once.
Yeah.
When was this?
Say about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Mine was probably a few weeks ago, to be honest.
Whole thing or just
No, I kind of gave up before.
You're the problem with this generation.
No. Do you know why I gave up? Like, don't get me wrong. I think it was more nostalgia and whatnot. But rewatching Bleach from the beginning, it didn't hit.
there's some plot holes. Some characters really will push you off. I will say that.
Yeah, 100.
Like, why can't Rukia kill a normal Hollow? Why does she have to get a human that might have like, and stab him with her sword. Like, you're a soul reaper. She was like a lieutenant at that time, no?
You know, there's a thing with like character strength there, but I feel like that's a problem with because something that annoyed me was the fact that Yami seemed to be weaker after he became a Spada number 0.
Oh yeah, but he was supposed to be the strongest one.
He was supposed to be the strongest one, but like it's not really that much of a threat after.
It's the bigger you are, the easier target you are.
Yeah.
Bigger you are, harder you fall. Or you could say it's the scaling of it shows how strong the captains are.
Yeah, I hear that.
When the captains came in, they done their dance. Like, they actually done all these men's dance.
I hear that, but I just feel like,
and just because he said it, don't mean he is. You know, certain man will gas, don't mean they are.
Yeah.
I hear it. I feel like, you know what? If that's the case, it's just for me, you can't.
It's the writing at the end of the day. Sometimes
it is the writing.
They don't plan out that far, innit? Sometimes you'll get like with Dragon Ball as well. They out here blowing up moons and stuff from early. That should have been something that was left till like way later. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just one of those things there, because then there's no real sense of peril in that story. Like, who's really causing you problems? Like, and then like the captain's coming and they're basically a Deus Ex Machina for that. Moment. It's just like,
but when Grimjow first came in and mashed up Ichigo, and don't forget, we've seen
Ichigo's not a captain.
He's captain level.
But in terms of sense of peril, when Grimjow first came and you saw that, you're like, well, when he first even locked in with Yukiura, you're like, raw, like, he's gonna mash him up like this. He did a whole Getsuga Tensho with the mask on. Him man brushed it off. Aizen stopped the sword with one finger, and it was right after the scene where he got his...
like number 2.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, when Aizen did all of that, I'm like, yeah, man, there's danger here, there's peril. Like,
That's what you would want to feel though when, like, do you get what I'm saying? That's my issue with what happened with Yami, is that that's because, bro, my man's just like, he's gone to a next level, and it's like, okay, cool. The captain,
he's a joke, man.
He is
no one ain't rating Yami. They ain't talking about Yami in the history books. He ain't come back in 1,000 Year Blood War. You know what I'm saying? No one ain't rating that done.
A lot of men didn't come back in 1,000 Year Blood War. Who should have come back?
The real ones came back.
Farragon didn't come back.
The ones you care about.
Yeah, but he had to get gone.
Yeah, he was gone. He was written off.
Like, they done his dance, like.
No, 100%. They got rid of him. But like, if we're talking about like, yo, who should have come back? Yeah.
I mean, like,
King of Hoiko Mundo shouldn't have come back, no?
Nah. They done him, like, plotting it.
They've written him off. There's no way for him to come back.
Like, Grimjaw's thing, obviously, sorry for the spoilers, anyone that's listening and whatnot, but it should have been years, innit? But, like, Grimjaw...
It's your fault.
Yeah, you're saying it's your fault. Like, that's valid. Like, we didn't actually see, like, slice his chest. It don't mean he's going to actually die. You know what I mean? Like, Ichigo stabbed him up. It doesn't mean he's going to die.
Fairs. I hear it. So what are we saying from 2020s then? Like, do we feel like there's anything that's come out? And like, we're in 2025 now. So what, since 2020, is there anything that's come out that's really looking to be an all-timer?
Free Ren Beyond Jenny's End.
Free Ren. And Apothecary
I would
Diaries.
love to say it is, but on the grand scale of things, not a lot of people are
messing with it.
Yeah,
I'm
a
missing
lot of people are, but not enough.
I think in time it'll be generational.
I hope so.
I think in time it'll be generational.
I funks with Free Ren.
I love Free Ren, bro.
Apothecary Diaries.
Apothecaries.
Oh, there's some people that think the Apothecary Diaries is left field.
I do think it's left field.
What about do you like?
Do you have shonen brain? Is that it?
No. Do you know what it was? I didn't know much about Apothecary Diaries. I just thought it was a left field choice for anime of the year. I'm not saying that there's an issue with it.
Anime of the year. I get it.
Anime of the year. I thought,
course.
Do you get what I mean? For me, like, it's in the same realm as like Odd Taxi or Akudama Drive or what's the other one that was Sunny Boy? I think was anime of the year as well. All of those ones. Don't get me wrong. Akudama Drive, loved it. Sunny Boy didn't understand what the hell was going on.
Bro, when you got Sunny Boy, I stopped at the episode with the apes and the baseball. I said, I'm not watching it anymore, bro. I can't. No offense if it was really that good, but
genuinely have no idea what was going on.
Waste of an episode, bro.
Yeah, but like, do you get what I mean? But so like, it was for me. That's what it was. It was one of those ones. I was like.
It would genuinely surprise. I don't know. Have you watched it?
I've not watched it.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like it would genuinely surprise you because I went in there blind, and it was like it just goes in places you wouldn't expect. There's mystery in there. There's good comedy in it. A lot of history as well. I think.
Yeah,
is it based in China?
China. It's politically accurate, even if that's not factual.
All-timer?
Potential. It's
different.
All-timer?
It's different.
It's not an all-timer. not everyone watched that. Tokyo Revengers is an all-timer.
Huh?
Tokyo Revengers is an
I'm not calling it all timer.
Tokyo Revengers is an all timer.
I'm gonna forget about that one, bro. I can't
It's
lie
an
to you.
all timer, bro.
It was good for. It was good. Like it's one of those ones. Like it was good. It's good for the time.
Tokyo is an all timer.
It got me through the door, but that door revolved and I left.
Yeah.
Like,
You know how I
Hey,
feel,
you know
man.
what I mean? Hey, what's that? You know, the master walks in the door and walks back out.
Simpsons, bro.
Yeah, you man are bugging,
I'm
man.
sorry,
It's all
bro.
I
Tokyo.
prefer
clear.
Windbreaker to Tokyo.
Yeah, because
like
obviously
you.
from
As
what
an
you
all timer, though.
That's an all timer.
But that's what I'm saying.
As a
As
delinquent
an
anime.
2020s.
I don't think it's all
timer.
timer. Yeah. Sorry,
2020 is all
Jujutsu
timer.
Kaisen has the potential to be a 2020.
Yeah, no, it's
All-timer.
already an all timer.
You
That
think
one's
Jujutsu
already.
Kaisen's an all timer?
Yeah.
That's already an all timer.
But from times when celebrities are here spoiling for people,
Yeah.
it has to be right.
Bro, you see, nobody like the way they were spoiling JJK. The chapter comes out, and then you start seeing TikTok edits of the
Yeah,
moving
yeah,
panels, and I'm like, how are they doing this with like a little funk beat? Bro, it came out yesterday. They ain't never been an anime that people are doing it like that.
I
Like,
hear it.
Instant. Like the panel would be literally ink will still be wet, or you already see spoilers. You're like, how, brother?
I wanted to say this before as well. I feel like spoiler culture has become so bad recently in recent years, man. It wasn't like that. You can say our internet, but like it wasn't like that during the 2010s. I promise you.
One tip I'm going to take from you is muting
Internet went
words.
mature like that.
muting, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
When
I
you're
think I could do
watching
that.
something, just mute all the
I don't know
words.
if you could do that.
Like any new game that comes out, if I don't want tips, I'm just muting every single word that's associated to it until I
Yeah.
finish playing it, and then because I don't want it to get spoiled. Because you can't run from it, man. We're in the industry.
Nothing,
you know?
bro.
The
Nothing.
amount of times I've seen a spoiler that wait, something dead. Flip.
Dark, yeah.
Because it literally just makes you think of stuff like when Super Saiyan first came. This is that like you can't like I can't be hyped. I feel like the closest we got was Ultra Instinct, but even that was very borderline. I won't say it came out, was everywhere.
Ultra Instinct was everywhere.
Nah,
It was, yeah.
When Ultra Instinct come, it was everywhere.
It was.
But even then, I feel like you could have.
Certain times my Instagram was just all silver hair.
Everybody. Bro, you saw the stadiums. People were watching it in bars. And like, it was
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
world. Nah, it's a
And then when I knew it was
generational,
finished was Gear 5. Gear 5
Yeah.
Goofy. I said, yeah. Like at that point, I was reading manga in it, so I already knew. But
I'm glad I was up to
Hey,
date.
big up Gear 5, man.
Yeah,
Shout out
big up
to
Gear 5.
Shout out to females as well.
Yeah, they go. They're cool, man. They're cool.
come on, bro.
But like, okay, cool. So we're saying from the 90s, all timers. We're saying what Pokemon.
Pokemon Sailor Moon has a
Pokemon,
shout.
Sailor Moon.
Still need to watch it,
Sailor Moon has a shout.
Yeah, so we're talking as in the greatest anime of all time.
From the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
You like a show?
The whole magical girl
Inuyasha?
transformation. I
Not
feel like
not
it's
the
iconic.
greatest, but an all timer.
What's that?
Inuyasha.
Something to watch it about. I have to take your word for it.
Yu Yu Hakusho. Hunter x Hunter 2011.
Yeah.
I mean, Hunter x Hunter 1990, and then 2011 takes the all timer like the new the Ant Arc and just the remake in general.
Yeah.
Because obviously I watched both.
To this day,
2011
people wait for
one.
it to come back, man.
Yeah, man. That 2011 one is like they condensed maybe let's say 3 episodes into one.
Yeah.
which is good.
The pacing was so good.
so
good.
So good. So would you say Hunter x Hunter's all timer?
Yeah. It's my top 3.
Yeah.
Clear.
Fairs? 2000s. What are we saying then?
Naruto,
Full-
Bleach, One Piece.
The Real Bleach, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh
Out
yeah.
of all the big 3,
Yeah.
forget all the big 3. My personal preference.
Wait, when did Brotherhood come out?
Brotherhood was 2009.
Has to be.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
top
Okay.
top 2 for me.
Yeah.
Top 2 for me. Clear. Clear.
No, it's understandable. I can't even debate
Also
that.
my top 3.
Yeah. We're on the same page, bro. We're on the
Can't
same
even debate
page. I don't think the only thing that's come close to the story though, like well written storytelling with FMAB is probably like Attack on Titan to me. I would even say it's better, but I can't compare. I could only put those 2 in the same realm. I don't think anything compares to those 2.
Also my
Terms of
top 3.
story.
Yeah. Like in that maybe like I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out certain things, but in terms of like the animes we know, story wise, what really compares to AOT or FMAB?
FMA was so solid. Like I can't think of any
I'm
critique
really
from
trying to think
Brotherhood.
of something. man. It's just like,
Exactly. Yeah.
It's
But
Brotherhood was
storytelling,
so good.
animation, choreography, plot, characters. It had everything.
everything. I
No
can't-
filler. 64 episodes. Just clear. All timers.
Yeah.
More all timers. Blue Lock.
yeah.
Majority of sports anime, first of all. Blue Lock. This is my guy. This is my guy.
What? Talk to me.
What, flipping Kuriko's basketball? All timer. Like,
What?
no question. Haiku?
What?
Haiku, man.
Haiku be my one.
Clear.
Nice
kill.
Nice.
Don't mind. What, flipping Blue Lock, all like that, even like Prince of Tennis? Yeah, man, you can't
Prince
go
of
wrong.
Tennis is my
You can't go wrong.
Snap out for Prince of Tennis.
You can't go wrong.
Listen.
Most slept on genre as well.
I'd say without a doubt, most slept on genre.
That has to be. I hear it. I don't know, man. Like, sports is not really for me, but obviously I vibe with the Haiku, one of my favorites. Again, but it's more so to do with the story. But obviously, once you're in there, those games, I feel like I'm in there.
Do you know the thing is, right, with sports anime, and I think this is the thing. I don't think I think sports anime is one of those ones because like there's quote unquote real life element to it, like it's rooted in stuff that actually exists. Versus like your Demon Slayers or your whatever, like your other shonens or whatever you're thinking of, right? Because there's something that exists, there's something you can tie it to. So it's like, okay, I don't relate with this in real life, so why would I relate with it as an anime? And I think you need to separate yourself from that and actually just watch this. Bro, whenever you see that team, it doesn't matter what sports anime is, whenever you see that team make it to the national championships, yes! Oh my God, yes!
You're there with them.
You felt like you were in the stadium with them.
100%.
During the movie, the Haikyuu movie, where they were doing the whole point of view.
That
was
Absolute cinema.
I forgot that was the last point. I was just going.
It was so
it was
good.
mad.
You can see how desperate Brother was as well. I thought
Literally.
his character as well, because we know he doesn't care.
And he doesn't try.
And he was sweating. He was
like,
What's his name?
Kenma.
Kenma.
Man was having
like Kenma.
fun. And it's sad now that although we got that, and we got Dragon Ball, the Broly movie a while ago. Nowadays, when it comes to anime movies, all we get is like the first 3 episodes of the new season. We're just getting cash grabs, and obviously people like me, I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna pay the £10. But unfortunately, it's a shame.
I did it with Dun, even though it's gonna come out soon.
Literally,
I feel like it's easy to do now because when it first started. So I wouldn't say they didn't explain it well, but you think you're going to watch an actual movie.
It's not fair though. Give me, bro. They gave the Haiku movie was a movie.
It's not too bad.
But a lot of people won't know.
Yeah,
a lot of people aren't like us. Like what? Not everyone's a weeb. Like we're hardcore anime fans. People are just seeing that movie. They're like, oh, they got a new movie. Let me watch it.
And then it's just the last episode from the previous season. I feel like the one who did it the best, in my opinion. Outside of just having a major movie was Demon Slayer when they did the train arc. Because it was short enough that they didn't want to just dedicate it to whatever. They said, let's bring it out as a movie. I like that. It worked really well, innit?
But then it became the
highest
grossing anime movie of all time.
But then it was the same thing. It was just flipped around.
The thing is, I think it became the highest grossing anime movie of all time. Like it's kind of a right place, right time kind of thing. In the sense of, imagine that anime had the level of popularity now that it did back in the day. Let's say, for example, when the first Broly movie came out or something like that. Speaking of which, actually, there's something I actually want to touch on when it comes to like 2000s and 90s anime or whatever. But like, you might have seen it do numbers then more than you'd see like numbers being done now. Do you get what I mean? Especially because then them places, it was only accessible wherever it was. So like you have to go to the cinema to see that. If you're not going to the cinema, you've got to wait for that to come out on like DVD or whatever it was at the time. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas now, I think like you get what I'm saying. This is no disrespect to Demon Slayer, but this was one of my criticisms of Demon Slayer that I think people put in the all-time conversation, kind of off the fact that there was so much, do I want to call it hype or whatever, like, you know what I mean? But like it got carried a lot by its kind of runaway popularity. I don't think people expected it to be as popular as it was.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like there's certain ones like this, they're so recent, I feel like we just need to give it time. Like if it holds up in the next like 5-10 years, whatever, cool. But it still might be too early to say that for now. But obviously it comes down to people's opinions, innit? Like if it hit now, and
I feel like, but what metrics are we judging all time by? Because you cannot ignore sales.
I know.
You can't ignore sales, but at the same time, like that's what I'm saying though. It's the right time, right place kind of environment type of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like for example, if we're talking about sales, like no one is ever gonna sell. If we're talking like, let's say for example, music, no one is ever gonna do the kind of numbers that Michael Jackson did for Thriller, because it's in a different kind of environment. It's like it's impossible for an artist to do those kind of numbers nowadays. Do you get what I mean? In the same way, what is possible now for an anime movie to do in terms of like gross revenue or that kind of stuff there, or like watches, and it's not the same as what it was back then. Like, you know, it's a completely different arena. But there's more people, like anime sitting right next to like The Simpsons and that kind of stuff there, whereas back in the day that's not happening. Do you get what I mean?
So I guess we just gotta focus on the here now. So I get what you're talking about.
But then forget sales, sorry to cut you, but forget sales. What about like the other media surrounding it? So let's go away from manga sales. Games, even though the games might not have done well, we got 2 Demon Slayer games. I think the only anime back day that we were getting games of consistently was the only animes was Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. And the Storms, the Ninja Storm series, Broken Bond, and that they did bits. That's why they're all time.
One Piece got games.
But they were. But the One Piece games
Pirate Warriors got like 4
or
5 editions.
But they're not in the. Obviously, One Piece is already up there though. Like One Piece is, and the games aren't in the conversation of best anime games. Like when I talk about best anime games, you're gonna hear man talking about.
They're gonna be fighting.
Tenkaichi fighting games. It's like you're not gonna be hearing a Pirate Warriors.
But if we're talking like, let's say, if we're gonna say like top 10 or not even top 10, let's say top 5 anime games. Three of the 5 are probably going to be Dragon Ball Z games. Like,
when we're saying anime games, just clarify,
though.
we're talking about like IPs that are anime.
But Persona, I think Persona's in there as well.
What do we? Okay, I always get confused.
Persona was the game
come first, and then the anime.
The game came first,
and
then the anime came first.
Then the anime came after.
Okay.
But it's like a long-standing series. It started off. So Shin Megami Tensei is the origin, isn't it? So Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne and 5 and that, and obviously it got a remake on Switch. Then obviously now we've got a PlayStation 1, but that started it, and then it's then gone to Persona 4, 5, 6 and whatnot. And yeah, man, the games go crazy. Like Atlas cooked differently. And the animes, I don't know whether the animes do well or not, but in terms of anime games, you're going to put them in the conversation.
What was the game before Jump Force?
J-Stars Ultimate.
J-Stars,
that was a good game.
J-Stars.
That was solid.
I don't know how those ones keep fumbling. Like you think it would just work, innit?
No, it worked for the time.
For the time, Jump Force didn't.
Jump Force didn't really.
It died so quickly, bro.
Yeah.
They did.
I just feel like companies don't put enough love in anime games.
Yeah.
I think we should, unless it's arc systems like what they did with Dragon Ball Fighters, we ain't seen that much love in an anime game.
Speaking of the Solo Leveling and Arise Overdrive, even it's just a demo right now. It's been hitting, bro. The 4-player co-op Solo Leveling game.
I saw you guys stream that the other day. Do you think that's gonna have staying power? Because Bleach,
if they invest,
look like
it's not gonna have staying power. It's not gonna, because realistically, we're gamers. We know it's just like a reskin of the gacha version, which was Solo Leveling Arise, but it's co-op. It's fun. There's like level progression and stuff. It's gonna be very fun to play with a man, and don't get it wrong, but it's not gonna stay. Like you've got its instance dungeons. Like you can't really explore. It has its limitations.
Yeah, Jerd.
Maybe I just have too much faith, man.
To put in context, I just saw them running around with 4 Jinwoos. All of them was controlling their own specific
Jinwoo. So there's different classes like duelist, elementalist, and obviously Jinwoo uses different weapons and that.
Yeah.
So something like that ain't really gonna stick.
I do feel like they should switch that out for casting characters though.
I think it's a cash grab, if I'm being honest.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
And that tends to be the case though. That's always what it is.
And that's what we go back to the all-timers. They have other forms of media or other forms of art, whether it be gaming, whether it be manga, whether it be movies that are still making it hold up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't make a game for it if they knew it wouldn't sell. They wouldn't make a movie for it if they knew people wouldn't watch it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Does Attack on Titan have a game?
It does.
It has multiple games and they're cold.
They're decent.
Even a couple of VR
you get to swing around and fight Titans.
The movement is really good. It's really good.
It gave me Spider-Man vibes.
Alright, then I hear it. It's a valid point. A valid point. I can't even argue against that.
Yeah. And I haven't seen Spy Family, but that one...
That also has a game.
That blew up quick. It got movies like that, back-to-back seasons.
Cold White was actually a good movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Spy Family is an all-timer.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I
So
can't say I
it's
haven't
an all
seen it.
time. It's not up there with the Attack on Titans, but it's an all time because it has that audience. You know what I'm saying? Like I can sit down with the babes, sit down, slap on a Spy Family, cute little anime. Let's just get in. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice one. That's something I could always go to if I know I want to show someone a good time.
So Spy Family was 2020s, right?
Yeah.
That's
not too long ago.
Recent, yeah.
Post 2010.
Made its mark though already.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Let's talk about stuff that we've seen in the different generations that we weren't particularly fond of. Let's talk about some of the crimes against humanity that like we've seen from, you know, people such as 4Kids and let's also talk about like while we're on there actually, let's talk about some fun moments. There's something that I wanted to touch on, which is why because at the end I'm gonna get us to like, let's say, rank the generations.
Okay.
But for me, there's something with the 90s / early 2000s. I mean, it's a bit hit and miss here, but like I think this is something that I miss. Ultimately, this is something that I miss that we don't get anymore because now anime is so popular. Like they're very much, let's just keep it as it is. Let's not do anything. But before we used to get like region-specific theme songs. The dubs were...
You remember the One Piece that...
Gotta go.
Yeah, bro.
One Piece.
Like, there's...
King of the Pirates.
I'll always remember there was this kind of rock or punk kind of tune from like... I can't remember if it was the first or the second Broly movie, but it went like...
Yeah.
But I was like, yes.
I heard that in so many AMVs after.
That tune slaps. We would never get that again.
Yeah.
Because now it's just going to play whatever is like playing in the Japanese version. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, the music in the Japanese version is always good as well. But we don't get that kind of stuff anymore.
OG Dragon Ball Z song was
you know, Dragon,
Rock the Dragon Ball Z.
What?
Do you know what I mean? In another time.
They knew how to appeal to us Westerners, man. You give us a little rap and we're there, man.
You know the ones there?
Yeah, we don't have that no more.
Got to find them all.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
But anyway, like, you know, that, like, we don't get that kind of stuff anymore. We don't get, like, the bad dubs anymore where, like the dubs are actually
they're
very
good.
good.
They're good
these days,
yeah.
Like, you remember, I can't remember what it was, but there was an episode of Pokemon where they were eating some onigiri and I thought, what did he call it? A donut or something? It's like, this donut is great. Brock was eating that and it's like, this donut is great. And you don't get that kind of stuff anymore. Yeah. I miss that. I can't lie to you.
Do you know what? It reminded me of One Piece where Zoro was going to get executed and the girl went to, in the original, she brings onigiri, but in the American version, cookies.
Because there's little subtle changes.
No
they changed the cookies.
Subtle changes there.
That's mad. I didn't even know that.
These kind of things, though, you don't get those anymore because, like, now, you know, I guess it's better in the sense that, like, we're staying true to the source material.
Yeah.
Let's not tamper with nothing or whatever. We don't need to change it for, like, a Western audience taste. But, like, those little quirky things there, man, I do miss them a little bit.
Yeah, I missed them as well.
But for you guys, like, is there anything that like you see from like the older times or even like from the newer times? It's just like, this is something that I like.
I think, like, obviously, this is everybody has moved with the times. Like, we're talking about animation here. Like, how 90s Hunter x Hunter animation was so rich.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's not now, but it was just, you know, when you would look at a 1999 Kurapika compared to like present day one, the 2011 one, it just don't hit the same. There's just something about the animation. Some certain animes, the animation back then was so good. And one thing I do miss actually is choreography. What a lot of animes have now is it's flashy. They might have good animation, but there's not actually good fight choreography. And that's why I really love Windbreakers, because you can see them scrapping. A man are doing Tai Chi. Man are doing Wing Chun.
Yeah,
man are
everyone's
just
got their specific
fighting style.
Yeah.
You can see that, and I do miss that from back in the day. Like Cowboy Bebop had a lot of that.
Oh, Cowboy was cold.
Samurai Champloo had a lot of that.
Samurai Champloo did have a lot of that. I know that's one of my faves still. I think the best choreographed thing I've ever seen is probably Fate.
Fate
Fate
is cold with that.
That's an all-timer.
That's an all-timer.
That's an all-timer.
I'd say that Fate's definitely an all-timer.
There's like 19 of them.
Bro, yes.
It
you're
was,
thinking of Brawler?
what's his name? My man with the guns versus the priest. I forgot what it is.
Oh, I know you're talking about one of the little blades.
Kirei versus Kiritsugu.
Yeah, Kiritsugu versus Kiri. That's it. Yeah. Anyone, I implore anyone listening to this or watching this, go
This is a
back and
challenge.
watch that fight sequence. Actually, open your eyes. Do what they do in the cartoons. Put the sellotape on your eyes, and actually just analyze what's going on.
They went mad.
That like, I'm so sad that like, you know, that's not been recognized in the way that it needs to be recognized. You get what I'm saying? In the way that like, you know, now I should stop criticizing these people because I want them to sponsor us. But in the way that Crunchyroll Awards have bought like the running animating, so like the running anime category, so that One Piece can get awarded. You know, really, we need something for like, I don't know.
Did One Piece actually win this one? It was.
Nah, I don't think
it didn't win this time.
Yeah, but it didn't need to
Yeah.
because it won the first one.
Yeah, that's all right, man. We already know One Piece.
And
is
it won an
cool.
award in this year's thing anyway for what was it? What's that thing called? The little series, the mini series
Fan
that they did. Fan letter.
Oh, the fan letter was nice.
Fan letter was nice. It was actually very. It was a very down to earth depiction of like what happened.
Yeah,
the great
in
details
the
and that.
in the Marineford saga. So
They
that
ain't
was
gonna make me feel sorry for a flipping Fed.
And that's the they knew what they were
I
getting.
hear it.
Yeah,
I hear it. But you can't be out here fighting with demons. You don't want to eat no devil fruit yourself.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
that.
Get right or get left, my bro.
You know what I'm saying? Get down or lay down. That's it. Fair enough. I'm thinking all timers in that conversation when it comes to things that I'm like really. I think it's a difficult one, you know. All right, let me put it this way. So before we rank the eras, like for you, what do you feel is the great, or what is the strongest era that you've seen? So like 90s, 2000s, 2010s to 2020s.
What's the early 2000s? 90s to early 2000s, man.
What's the strongest era for you guys?
I bet mine's gonna be biased.
It'll be biased, yeah.
Because I started watching anime 2010s. That was my time, innit?
Okay, yeah.
For me, just the Tokyo Ghouls.
Is Tokyo Ghoul an all-timer?
I feel like it
Tokyo
depends because a lot of people
Ghoul's
have issue with how they adapted it. I don't feel like it's that bad as a person that's read the manga and watched the anime. Yeah, there's certain things that would have elevated the anime if they included it, but it's a very good adaptation in my opinion.
They have a game as well. We spoke
They do
about
have
the
game,
Matrix
live
and that.
action. They even came out of a
Dead by
alternate
Daylight
live
collab.
action with Netflix
Yeah.
as well.
And a Dead by Daylight collab.
Yeah,
where
yeah, that
so-
was wild.
If the adaptation was decent, then
Yeah, I
I guess
don't
you
know.
can't really have any
People
problems
just be
with it. Like,
picky,
you know,
but-
Trigon was one of those ones where it was like,
I need to watch the new thing as well.
you know.
Cold.
But there's stuff in there that doesn't make sense because they didn't adapt it properly, innit?
No, I
It's always
prefer the
adaptation.
old one anyway. I first started with the old one.
So, you know. But okay, so for you guys, all right. So Pizan, let's start with you. What's the strongest era you reckon?
It'll be biased for me, and it's going to be the 2000s because that was when I actually locked in and knew that I was actually watching anime, and then from there the foundation was built, and then I went on to appreciate later decades.
Yeah, go on, and I see you.
It's 2000s, man. It just there's so many bangers that I can't compare anything to them. Like my top threes my top fives are all 2000s. I can't compare anything to them. So we get isekai. We got the time I got reincarnated as a foot fam. That's we get nowadays. You get what I'm saying?
That's the
man.
2010s,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Even 2020s as well.
What about
Yeah,
you?
it's gonna have to be 2010s for me, bro.
2010s.
I feel like a lot of the Greek anime I like, as well, like the Black Lagoons, the Pirates of the Maxims, like those are some of my favorites when I love them. But I hate the 2000s. Is like, that's such a hard
Is
pick.
Parasite 2010s?
I think it is. If not
Yeah?
late 2000s, it might be, but I'd have to double check on that one.
We'll have to
I feel
fact check that one still.
Yeah.
That was a banger though.
No,
Loved
100%
man.
it was.
Loved it.
I actually love that one. For me, I reckon it would be. Yeah, I think it'd be the 2000s still. It would have to be the 2000s. I say that, but then Samurai Champloo is my favorite one of all time, and I don't know if that was 2000s or 2010s.
Samurai Champion must be 2000, no?
I think it's 2000s.
You'd be surprised sometimes.
Late
Nah,
2000s.
Samurai Champion ain't 2010. It's not
Parasite, the
2000.
maximum, you could say. That was the 2010s.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Samurai Champion is definitely 2000s, bro.
But yeah, I'd say 2000s anyway. Like, regardless, I'd say 2000s because, like, you know, that was the only era that really had me out here doing up the motions of, like, whatever I was watching, innit?
Yeah,
So, like, do you know what
I
I
can be
mean?
happy with that though, to be fair.
I was really trying to turn Super Saiyan. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know,
Man,
like,
that one Black Kids.
Yeah,
and he was,
everybody
I
knows that
felt
guy.
that.
fam.
you know, like, and I think just then, like, you saw a lot more quirky things in like anime than you see like now. Like, I didn't even remember this until like the other day. Like, I seen a clip on Insta, but like, you know, in Beyblade, they actually had like a little facility. They had a facility where they had children going to the gym just to learn.
That's deep, bro.
Do you know how mad that is?
It's deep. It's
That's
deep,
hilarious.
it's deep.
Going through the
Man,
motions.
I'm really banging heavy weights just to learn.
That is funny, fam.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they're
days!
proper.
I love how Beyblade eventually got the bit beats to be animated. That's when it picked up for me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that was good.
that's why I
Changing
think
with
that's
the
why that
times.
era is really probably the strongest for me because like at that point in time, I really sold myself on the dreams, like you know what I mean, and certain things that were happening in anime,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, this like I'm thinking to myself, I could do this in real life,
Yeah,
like you know, like Beyblade's, like if you
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna go back to Beyblade one more time, you know, like
Do it,
when
let
you
it
were
rip.
watching it, like them battles were going on like ages and ages.
Yeah.
Like certain times, even in the middle of the battle, the Beyblade started accelerating and spinning faster. You're thinking to yourself,
Yeah.
bro,
keep it going.
like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
made it look like it was 20 minutes. Like
Literally.
you know,
It
so
was like 2 minutes.
you're there thinking,
Yeah.
and then like you know they're like calling out, they're like Dragoon, kind of thing. Like more time in real life, what's probably happening was ding.
Yeah, literally. That's
You
it.
know, like
Yeah.
It's literally
That's
the
it,
way they
bro.
depict it.
they
It's so good.
sold
Yeah,
me
yeah.
a dream.
I will say though, when Beyblade like first came out, when I was in primary school, we used to run gauntlets. Yeah, people will come with their Beyblades, yeah, and
Stadium.
it's
Ooh.
like sudden death type thing. If you lose, man's taking your Beyblade.
You
I had
guys
7.
That's how it was with Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah.
for us, bro.
Yeah.
Like you lose your losing
Cards
cards.
on,
That's
yeah.
yours. Ours.
It's
Take it.
crazy.
I think in my back in primary whatever, they started banning Yu-Gi-Oh and Beyblade, especially Beyblade. Because like it's too dangerous.
Yeah, I hear it.
People coming with their metal ones, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah,
No,
the
the
weights.
ones were mad.
Yeah.
The weights, the
Yeah.
little ones, yeah.
And people will tech you with it, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, man.
I remember breaking people's Beyblades. I feel sorry for people who I broke their Beyblades. Yeah,
But I know you're walking off like a boss.
You know what I'm saying?
I did my thing.
So you knew what you were getting into, bro. Like,
Literally.
you can't handle the heat, like.
Actually, you remember when they started banning cards with Yu-Gi-Oh? They started banning Monster Reborn and Pot of Greed. Have
Oh yeah.
you seen that one Pot of Greed video?
Oh, what was that?
No, wait, just like
To summon Pot of
Yugi was such a cheat.
No,
So, you know, Yu-Gi don't
100%.
make sense.
Yu-Gi don't make sense.
Yugi's a
That's
cheat.
why
I said I
Like,
play
you-
Monster Reborn to play Pot of Greed.
That's not how the game works, mate. That's not how it works, mate. Yeah. I do miss. Obviously, we're older now, so I feel like a lot of us like might be collectors. We collect figurines and stuff like that, or statues and stuff like that. But I do miss the watching an anime, buying the toy or whatever, and playing with the toy, like with my brother and stuff like Bakugan, Bidamon, the Beyblades. I do miss that, but obviously that's just something that as you grow older, you just gotta let go.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to let it go.
You don't have
but-
to, but-
that's what I'm saying.
Just life gets in the way, innit? That's what it is. Life really gets in the way.
And if right now, if I was to pick up, I've got a couple Yu-Gi-Oh decks, but I ain't about to face no one. Because the man that have been playing for 12 years will murder.
It's different to how
You
we played
know-
back in the day.
you know
innit,
what?
bro?
Right, what you know and what they know now, yeah. Because more time when I had like, I remember when I used to have a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, right, and like, okay, cool, your thing might just be like, oh, okay, like I might just sacrifice 3 monsters to summon this like 7-8 star monster or something, or
Yeah.
a
Not like that,
polymerization or
yeah.
something like that. Now these men are talking about A, B, C, X,
X,
Y,
Y,
Z.
Z,
Bro,
yeah.
they got plans for
Synchro
plans.
summon,
plans, bro.
Zexseed summon. What's that? I diss a lot still.
I don't
Yeah.
know, bro. Like
Something
the
for
last
all
time that I
scenarios.
tried to watch Yu-Gi-Oh, they're dueling on bikes that are moving. I said,
I can't lie, yeah.
it's beyond me
I'm
now.
not gonna lie, 5Ds was kind of cool. bro.
At that point, I said, you know what, it's beyond me, innit?
It's
Like,
changed,
I think that's where I dropped off because I didn't really get it. Like,
I
You can't keep doing the same thing over and over, innit? You got to switch off at a point.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
played that Yu-Gi-Oh game on PlayStation actually, and that taught me about the new versions of Yu-Gi-Oh. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm definitely, I'm too far gone. I'm too far gone.
So the youngest,
Master
bro.
Duel.
Yeah, Master Duel. Yeah.
Ah,
I played
bro.
Master Duel.
I downloaded it. I did the tutorial for like
How much reading, bro? How much reading does that get?
Same.
So much reading.
My first match,
Same.
I draw.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this brother does 12 things and it's his turn and he wins in 2 seconds.
Yeah, move.
I said, forget this game, man.
Sweaty,
I'm
No,
done.
do you know what?
Sorry.
I saw someone use the whole time limit against me to basically do something, and then I undid what he did. He quit. And I was like, I watched you waste my time just to quit because you didn't.
No,
See, that's just childish, man. That's just childish. That's petty. That's petty.
What happened to good sportsmanship, bro? Man, I different.
Good
than
sportsmanship on the internet is mental.
It's not in this era that we live in.
Non-existent.
Bro, even your teammates, even your teammates, they'll be coming for
truly
you.
in the era of the rage quit, man.
Yeah.
It's like,
Real man, it's not being a fighting game player or just like a competitive gamer. It's not for the faint-hearted.
nah, you know what? I watched. What was it that I watched the other day? It's like some qualifiers for like the Capcom Cup. I think it was something like that. And I see like the level that these men are on. I'm like, yeah, this is mental. I'm like, you know, I was sitting there watching it with my brother, and like, you know what? Like he texted me later. Anyways, like, this is why I'll never be like a professional. So I'll never be a professional gamer because I'm not at that level. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I hear it still.
It's okay to be casual, bro. You don't need to be like them. It's alright.
But them man are competing for millions, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Do you know what? Like, because I'm not like super into fighting games, innit? So before that, like was it last year or the year before last? Anyway, Capcom Cup, the first time that they offered $1 million, right? My brother was giving me like the lowdown on like different players, so on and so forth, whatever. And so there was a guy who reached the final. There was two guys who reached the final. One of them was like he was a kind of white collar worker type of thing. He's just
Fair.
He wanted to win the $1 million so he could quit his job, and just like he'd been working long hours. Like he said, like he goes home from work and just practices the game. Like he's been waiting for this moment. He loses, and you could tell it hurts him, and I was hurt for him, especially because my man who won just went and spent the money on e-titties. Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's just like he donated money to e-girls and that. Like, you know, like, so it's like,
But you're not gonna win versus somebody that's not working. My job
Those
is to
people,
wake up at 9 a.m. and lab. I'm not
that
beating
work.
you, bro. I'm not
true.
doing it, and you just have to live and let live, man.
You know what that makes you think of? Just in general, just that anime trope of like having a villain even that's worked so hard to gain their power, and then 14-year-old trains for one day with one master, and all of a sudden he's taking you out.
Oh man,
I'll be mad too, bro. Like, sometimes this is why I'll be rooting for the villain sometime, bro. Like, it's long.
I'd be fuming, honestly.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, that I watched that and my heart really bled for my man. I can't lie to you. And I said to myself, I asked my brother about stuff like going on in the fighting game community. And I always ask him like, "Where's my man? Is he back? He's at La. He's not there.
Bro,
He's quit. He quit.
You know how much time you would have invested in that, bro? He said, "I'm gonna probably tried the one time and I said,
heartbroken.
Sorry,
I
man.
hear it. I actually hear it.
yeah."
but it's life, man.
It is. That is what it is, man.
What is it? They say we move.
That's
We
it.
move.
That's it.
What do you
At the
mean?
end of the day, the day going in.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's talk about this then, guys. We're going 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. In what order do you rank those eras of anime?
I gotta put 2000s,
2000 top. I can
90s, 2010s, 2020s.
2020s at the bottom.
It has to be.
It has to be.
Because incomplete, would you say? Or
At the time I got reincarnated as a foot, bro. I got reincarnated
It's
as
a
a
different
sword.
time. It's a different
It's
time.
like,
But
what
no,
not?
but you know the later things have had some back. When was Death Parade out? When did Death Parade come out?
Death Parade 2015?
10.
There's
10s,
10s,
around them,
16s,
yeah.
16s.
That's
Death
they're
Parade was
all
so
good
good.
ones, but
There
it's
are
like
good ones.
it's fast food anime, bro. There's bam, 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 bam,
And
bam.
the good ones are 12 episode bangers. Like we get a lot of 12 episode bangers because it's like you were saying earlier, the way things are now with production houses, it's like we even in one of our episodes as well, I was reading up prior to the episode on this, when it comes to the 12 season ones or the 64 episode ones, it's like these production houses get given a time slot by X, Y, and Z company. Like you can't just have a running one unless you've had that contract for how many years. Like the way things are now, we're not gonna be getting your 40, 50, 60 episode
Not
banger.
anymore, but they be going off the
See what I'm saying?
seasons.
It
bro.
has to be, it's seasonal. You have to get that slot. You book it in, you get your 12, you get your 25 max. And
I
then
feel like there
you're
was a
off.
lot more quality back in the day. Not saying we're not getting it now, but yeah, it's
But
kind
do you
of
feel
like a
like-
lot pumped out anime and then like gems in between.
Do you feel like we're not maybe just looking in the right places or whatever? Because as much as I can say that there's a lot of fast food anime out right now, bear in mind, I think as well, one thing, again, like a right place, right time kind of situation. One thing that you got to think about when you were younger is that like you were more likely just consuming whatever was in front of you versus now where you're actually going to
Curating.
seek.
Yeah.
So you're curating your own anime experience right now. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's some great stuff out there. Like I'm always going to recommend to anyone to like watch, for example, like Ping Pong.
Ping Pong animation was solid.
Ping Pong, great story. Do you get what I'm saying? Like teenagers shouldn't become alcoholics, but that happened anyway. You know, there's rubbish as well.
Yeah.
If we're keeping it true. Do you get what I mean? But like, it's definitely down to you to sort of
Sift through it.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it so hard. That with so much coming out and with limited time, it's hard to find the ones that you want. And again, you're not always gonna take. Like when Icy recommends me an anime, I'm going to watch it because I know he knows what I want to watch in it.
Yeah.
But when I'm going through all these anime, like you literally, a winter season will come around and there's like 30, 40 animes for me to go through to find what I need to watch. It's long, bro. I don't have all that time.
But then
Nah, I
that's
hear it.
why you see the content creators that do the recommendations and stuff like.
Shout
See
out
when
to
you
them,
see
honestly.
that, bro, they are God's gift still.
sometimes, you know what? They're on thin ice with me still. they're like the food. They're like the food content creators. You know, like because the food content creators. You know their thing as well. You know their formulas.
Oh,
like,
they'll put you onto a place
Yeah.
and it's not
you,
even.
you know their formula as well. Like, why is nobody talking about this restaurant? Because when I went here, and then you go to the restaurant and the food is medius, and I wouldn't even
But
feed
you know
this
what?
to a dog.
I have a couple of friends that are food content creators, and they will tell you if it's meaty. They will say, I didn't really like it. They'll say,
I hear it.
God, brother, sauce.
You have-
And that's great. We need that.
yeah.
But if we're being honest,
amongst the sea of them, you're not really. A lot of them are not really gonna tell you the real.
a lot of the biggest ones are not being honest with you. And that's probably what you're going to see with like
if they get in the
anime
bag,
guys as well. Like
if
a lot
they
of the
get in the
biggest ones
bag,
are not being real with you.
If I'm getting the bag, I got bills to pay.
I hear
This
it.
is where the moral
But
conundrum comes
from the
in.
point of a consumer, like
I
I'm saying,
know.
like we're trying to get that good stuff, and you're out here giving me Sonny Boy.
They gave
Don't
me
lie to me because you're being paid to
they
lie
gave
to
me 10
bro.
bags.
You give me
I'm gonna lie to you, bro. They gave me 10 bags. I'm gonna tell you to watch something that's whack. They give me 10 bags. Can't lie.
That's what, no, do your thing, do the grind, innit, man? He ain't gonna be happy about it.
Oh, if I'm
in
in that position, I think I just gotta keep like you've got to make your USP keeping it true so that you can actually do
There's
the thing.
certain
Like,
man
you
that
know
are
what I
like
mean?
that.
True.
Like I'm gonna tell you,
30
listen,
bags
Sonny
right
Boy, I can't recommend that you watch it, but if you do, just understand that
You
you
will
are
be
not
confused.
going
Yeah,
to
you
understand
will be
anything.
confused. Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? If anything, get high before you watch it.
So
Do
wait,
you get
quick
what I'm saying?
question. 30 bags right now.
Yeah.
You have to recommend all these throwaway isekais. I know you hate isekais. You have to constantly keep recommending them. 30k right now, untaxed, and you gotta recommend them man for a year.
You doing it?
1 year only.
Oh, yo, no.
Hey guys, have you heard about this anime? I promise you, it's a great watch. I swear to you, and it's only 12 episodes as well. You definitely gotta watch it, man. I recommended that to you.
2 thumbs up.
So you're doing it then.
You know them ones there, like. Do you know what it is? I think it depends, innit? It really it depends on like where you are in life, innit? Like if I'm at a stage where 30 bags don't mean anything to me, then you can't tell me that 30 bags.
100%.
You
That's
know
what I'm talking about right now.
Right now,
Yeah, right
30,
now.
right now, 30 bags will really, really do something.
It'll go a long way.
30 bags will pay a lot of bills. I can't
what I'm
lie to
saying,
you.
man.
So I'm gonna have to lie to the people, innit?
Yeah, I'm
But,
saying.
like,
And that's what it is with these some of these food bloggers, because they get in their bag, they might just embellish a bit.
Getting back.
Embellish is-
So sometimes even getting
embellish is
comp
kind.
bills.
Yeah.
embellish is very kind.
Yeah.
In fact, it's gracious.
It's gracious, yeah.
Wow.
But then luckily, the thing is, because I've not been Ginnels yet,
Yeah.
I'm not really going too hard on the minute.
Fairs.
Because I've not been Ginnels yet. I'm not to say other people haven't. Do you know
Well,
what I'm saying?
sometimes due diligence, innit, man? Like we read the reviews. This
Yeah,
that.
I say reviews. Reviews is a big thing, and
Obviously, everyone's opinion is gonna vary, but you
Yeah.
can kind of get a gist. Obviously, just reading synopsis as well. Just
literally,
that,
and I feel like that's with anything. Like when you're shopping on something like Amazon, don't check for 5-star. You check why the reviews you should check for are 3-star reviews.
Yeah.
Why is it a 3-star? Because that means I got it and it's decent, but there's still problems with it, and those are the real ones.
This is you know what? This is the thing, I guess, when it comes down to it, because when it comes to, for example, people talking about, oh, this is my experience with this, that, so on and so forth. People who are like, this is what happens with I forgot what it's called actually. Like, there's a whole business thing about it, but like basically, like the idea is pretty much that people, when you review stuff or whatever, when you ask people for feedback on stuff, people who are genuinely satisfied with it are not going to say anything. They're less likely to talk about it because you've provided what they expected. They're happy with what they got, and that's it.
You go about the day.
The people who are most likely to speak about stuff are people who are unhappy with it, right? And after that, the people who are most likely to talk about it are the people who are exceptionally happy with it. But obviously, the people who are exceptionally happy with it are few and far between, innit? So most of the stuff that you're gonna get is people who aren't happy with this. So you can't. Do you get what I mean?
And if we take that same principle to the anime now, with all this anime that's coming out, how do we sift through the good and the bad? And this is where you just have to read comments. You just got to read those comments, because we're reading the comments on memes. We're laughing at them.
We read comments on memes because I can't lie to you, it's jokes.
Comments are funny than actual posts.
Comments are funnier than the actual posts.
Sometimes I'll be on a post, so I'll go straight to the comment instantly.
Yeah, literally. Like I was watching Invincible and that, and obviously I'm seeing memes, I'm seeing people always talking about that title sequence coming up, and I only got to Invincible this year, so I'm up to it now. Yeah. And obviously when these moments came up, they were funny in the title sequence, but it was so much funny when I see people post about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's just how it is, man. That's just
and sometimes it makes you go back to the scene.
Yeah.
And then even on the flip side of that, I might see a mad clip with HD animation. Someone will be like, don't be fooled, guys.
Yeah,
One clip is good, the rest of the anime is mid. Yeah.
I've been caught out. I've been caught out by pretty ass animation. There's one anime, and don't waste your time watching it, but I got a cheat skill in another world and came open in a real world too.
Yeah.
It looks so glorious.
Happy Real Man, I dropped
so
off of
good.
that.
Yeah,
I
bro.
watched it full 5 episodes. I said I can't do this anymore. And I love Isekai,
The budget was up there. The budget for the animation was up there, but then it just went.
Yeah. It turned into your Blue Locky.
Even worse than that. It's like they front loaded the first 3 episodes with glorious animation, and towards the end you're like, dude, what, only 2 animes are working on this?
Yeah. So speaking of bad animation, which is peak, is like we've got a bangers, but the adaptations have been bad. Other than like a Solo, that Solo for this generation, Solo's the front runner, but the beginning after the
please,
end.
don't hurt me. Don't hurt my feelings.
I still haven't watched that, you know.
Bro, don't do it.
I've read it though, and
It's the source material.
Reading it, I enjoyed the read. So I'm thinking to myself, it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad.
They're cutting corners. They're getting rid of fight scenes.
It's PNG look. So it's PNG.
Even worse than that. Even worse.
It's like you're not seeing an actual. You're not seeing choreography. You're not seeing fight combat. Like when I must have done a recommendation video kind of thing. The first comment I saw, what's this PNG ass animation? I said, damn. I saw it. I ignored it.
You can't afford
I ignored it. And I knew first episode. I said, no, okay, let me give it a chance. Second episode, I said, yeah, we're good.
They've greenlit a second season, you know.
They can redeem it. They can redeem it. Surely,
please.
They have to. The only
outsource.
But the only way they redeem it is if we make a fuss. Because when Blue Lock was, we were bantering Blue Lock. Everyone was like, "What is this?" And don't forget, they did it because. When do you normally see an anime come out the year after a second season? They rushed it. They just wanted money, innit? Obviously, it was very hard on the animators. They had to switch. They had to outsource, and people were leaving and whatnot. It was so peak, so they just rushed it, and it put so much burden on the animators and whatnot. But because we made up such a fuss, the community made up such a fuss, those last couple of episodes, they gave us gold, blood. We consumers have to move mad.
It's true. True.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I hear it. I'm very much. I advocate for that. We should definitely be like the French.
Yeah.
And just get out on the streets and start making noise.
Okay, maybe not on the street and whatnot, but make memes about it.
Not on the street, literally, but you get what you get what I'm saying. Like, you know, the French, when they don't like stuff, do you get what I'm saying?
They're vocal.
What do they do?
They
go and pour manure on the street. Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Just got to get in these people's comments and start, you know what I mean? Do emojis and whatnot.
We're pretty much... We mind our own business in the UK, though. Like, we just... Like, someone could be getting punched up, I just walk away. But that's the way the UK is, fam.
No word of a lie. I seen a video today of like a G4S van getting robbed for cash.
Hey.
And the guy's just standing there recording it, you know. He didn't call the police, didn't they? They said, rah.
I'm about to post this on TikTok.
I'm about to get me some views. That's what I'm about to get, man.
Yeah, line, it did numbers.
That's what I'm saying. Whereas I'm probably thinking, like, I'm about to get me some bread.
Sometimes I'm disappointed with the cameramen when they actually don't record what they should be recording. Like, they miss a good part. You're like you had one job.
Come on, bro.
You had one job.
Yeah.
All right, so before I forget or before I lose track of time.
Yeah.
Have I lost track of time? Really?
You done good, bro.
This conversation has
stuffed, bro.
We've got, hey, do you know what, guys? This has probably been one of the best episodes that we've done in a minute. And I want to say, like, you know, first of all, I just want to say shout out to Shonen Tell Podcast for coming through. Shout out to Shonen Tell Podcast for coming through, because this has been a genuinely enjoyable conversation. I feel like if we had more time, we could keep going, you know.
That's how anime gets, bro. Like, when there's a passion for it, years of watching this genre, that genre, we've grown up on it, you know what I'm saying? It's different, bro.
One thing I was surprised about is that neither of you broke out into song Mirage.
I'm
surprised.
I was thinking of it before when you're talking about like just how anime music changes and everything. Mirage, bro, like we made a post about it.
Creepy Nuts.
Yeah, Creepy Nuts are just doing bits, bro.
They don't miss.
I'm gonna watch the anime. I haven't even seen the
Have
first
you not seen the
season.
first season?
That's the Afrobeats thing.
Yeah.
Have you not seen the first season?
That goes
off.
It's so good.
Yeah, so neither of you guys, or none of you seen the first season?
Not yet. It's on the
So
list.
Creepy Nuts did the first season's opening as well.
As well.
And I gotta say, it's an okay anime.
Yeah.
Creepy Nuts are good for PR, let's just say that.
I mean,
they did it well, bro.
They're free for free.
Yeah.
Dan. Mashal, Magical Muscles. Mirage, like they're winning, man.
Bits, bro.
Yeah, season 1 of the Court of the Night, it wasn't bad. One thing that I'm annoyed about is I kept getting baited because there's one part of the song where it seems like it ends and it doesn't.
Yeah,
and then it carries on again.
Okay.
It tricked me like 4 or 5 times. I was like, oh, guys, stop doing this to me.
I love a good anime intro, bro. Honestly. I mean, I don't know if we've talked about this yet, but sometimes I'll watch the anime intro after I finish that first season because there's some anime that just don't know how to not put spoilers in there in the openings, bro. They'll reveal things. Yeah, they reveal things I don't want to see, bro.
Yeah,
that's what it is. What anime were we watching where we're like, was it maybe Shangri-La or something like that? We got a new intro, but we're like, we want to hear it, so we just closed the tab and we just listened to it.
Healing in Another World.
Oh yeah.
It was that one.
I said, minimize that.
Just to hear the tune. I was like, we don't want to see it.
We don't want it to get spoiled.
That's why I don't mind the One Piece OPs because they don't really show you much of anything. They kind of like they'll hint at things, but you kind of see facts that don't happen. That time had a lot of foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing, but you wouldn't know until you get to that.
Foreshadowing there.
Easy,
but before you forget, like, go on and...
No, I already done forgot.
It's so quick. I'm sorry, brother.
I already forgot. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
What am I supposed to do now? Because I've actually forgot. I've actually fully lost.
So you said
my
that this
train
is
of thought.
the best episode in a long time. Special shout out to our guests today.
Shout out to our guests. I guess what? Like promo yourselves, I guess. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, Shonen Tell on all platforms. Be posting on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Obviously, we're on Twitch through the ICA's account. Obviously, we're there. If you want to come through for all things anime, every other Saturday, 12 p.m. Shonen Tell. You know what I'm saying, my boy? I see.
Me, so my Twitch. If you want to watch it live, come to my Twitch ICAs.
Yes.
Twitch.com. But if you want to see past episodes, you can check the YouTube check the TikTok, like Jay said, for social cut downs. And we're gonna be on Spotify soon. Gonna be on Apple Podcasts soon. Because not everybody can listen. Everybody can watch like that on the YouTube. Sometimes you want to be having it on in the background when you're cooking up a Sunday roast. So we'll lock in, guys, on it. We promise.
Appreciate you.
No, we love that. Pizen, do you have anything to say to the people?
To our people who have joined us today, guys, thank you very much. Really appreciate you guys. It's been a long time coming. And by the way, special shout out, I was also on their episode, so this is the return leg. But yeah,
I'm happy that we did it so quick, so back to back. Because the way life happens, it could have been months.
Even this was a long time coming.
I just want to say as well, you did good on the quiz as well, bro.
These guys gave me questions, bro.
When we get you on, the questions are gonna be tough.
You got it, bro.
What kind of questions are we talking there?
They weren't even that. Like, it would just be based off anime you've watched, but obviously depending on your knowledge, we've got a little difficulty scale.
And then if you get 8 out of 10, we give you a £20 Amazon gift voucher.
Yeah. Well, you guys real quizzers then, or
man, a quizzes still, man, a real quiz man.
Oh yeah, okay.
Jed will shout you soon. Jed will shout you soon.
He said I'm gonna get my 20.
No. Do you know what we do a quiz or two here and there. Yeah. Like we're trying to do. Anyway, we'll talk off mic, innit? We'll talk off mic. But yeah, guys, this has been whatever episodes it was. This
139.
139. Fair enough. Shout out to consistency, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Man.
We're really out here, like we
love that.
We just, man. Let me just take a moment, really, to just
take it all in.
Yeah, pause. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's great. It's been the Anime Freshman Podcast. We're on what are we on again?
We're on everything.
We're on everything, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, now known as X, not Snapchat.
Not Snapchat.
Yeah, apparently not Snapchat anymore. Okay. TikTok. We're on LinkedIn as well. If you want to hit us up on a professional thing, I'm talking about like the website, www.animefreshman.com. If you like blogs, animefreshman.com/blog. If you want to hit us up, then hit us up in the emails. D-mails is wild. Why for that? Okay. Bare letters today. So, if you want to hit us up for things to do with other letters, such as CASH, MONEY, then of course you can hit us up in the email, which is hello@animefreshman.com. We are also on Twitch. We do stream here, there, and everywhere sometimes, play the games, not very well, but we do it anyway. You know how it goes. Join the Discord from the Twitch as well if you want. That's Anime Freshman on Discord. I feel like I'm not remembering something, but I'm going to leave it there anyway, because we've done this for 139 episodes. You should know by now what our contact details are. I'm gonna lie to you. So, see you on the next one, guys. Take care, boy.
Peace.